Hello, I'm Mary Lynn Strada with the City of Bryan, and welcome to Living the Good Life. Today we have two very special gentlemen with us, Dennis Gehring and Kevin Russell, who are very important to the continued economic development and welfare of the City of Bryan. Welcome, gentlemen, and will you start off telling us a little bit about yourself and your time here at the City and what your duties and responsibilities are here at the City of Bryan?
Great. I'm Dennis Gehring, and I came on board with the City of Bryan and the BBC in September of 2005. So I've had an opportunity to be here and participate in the economic growth that we are enjoying today.
My name is Kevin Russell. I'm the Economic Development Director for the City of Bryan. I have been with the City of Bryan for almost 21 years. I started as a code enforcement officer, and my last position before the economic development position was with the development services, which gave me an opportunity to be involved in economic development and build a lot of relationships in that realm of what we do as a city. And I'm just excited about the opportunity to work with Dennis as his role with the Bryan Business Council and pulling the Bryan Business Council and the city together so that we're working for one common goal, and that is to make the City of Bryan as successful as possible.
Dennis, tell us a little bit about the Bryan Business Council and what they do.
Well, the Bryan Business Council, it consists of 9 board members, and it has been in existence since the early 80s. And our primary role is to be a part of the economic growth. And I have a mission statement here that I could read, but more importantly, it's a function of us seeking and going out and trying to attract industry of all kind. And I look at economic development as like the sum of the aggregate, like the spoke of a wheel. Every spoke, and if you look at the economy, every spoke that has anything to do with the dollar or business is part of economic development. And you add that together, and the sum of that aggregate is really what the city's all about. Cities have got to grow just like businesses. And if the cities continue to grow, that will inspire other things to happen. And I will say to you, success breeds success. And I think we've seen this in the last several years, because we've not had that kind of growth as we have had in the few prior years. But you know, it's a function of everybody working together as a team, building relationships outside the city, and integrating with people who have an interest in coming to Bryan, and then helping them get in here. And that's where the city and Kevin and all of us have an opportunity to piece that together, to get them started and get them going.
So it's multifaceted. There's many components to it. We create jobs, good paying jobs with benefits. We increase the property valuation on property taxes, and sometimes sales tax revenue as well.
You know, Dennis was talking very large scale development, which is what grabs most of the headlines when press releases are gone. The Walmart deal, the Health Science Center, and the Bio Corridor and things like that. But there's many smaller ones that I'm not going to say fly under the radar, but don't get the notoriety of those. And some of those are the housing developments that we've been involved in, and I think we'll continue to get more involved in.
Well, it seems like it's working very well, because I know, Dennis, you're a big picture thinker, you're very visionary, and Kevin, you are as well, but you also come with the background of knowing the building codes, the zoning ordinances. Right. You're sort of the rules guy, if you will, which is important.
It is.
In any local government.
It is. It is. It helps. I think where it helps the most is getting things steered in the direction to where it will work. You know, obviously, if you're wanting to put a big industrial development, it's not going to work in certain parts of our town. Although there may be property available, it's not going to work because of what's around it. So it's important to know those things, and just to have the relationship with the folks inside the city to know who to call about what question really helps get folks answers that most of the time the guys we talk to outside of our organization, they're trying to make a decision. What they want to know is, can I check them off? Not can I check them so that we can come here. they didn't give me the answer X, I'm out of here. I don't have to fool with them anymore. So what we try to do is we try to get them answers so that we don't get the check. But having Dennis being able to speak the language of a lot of the industrial developers and things like that with the rail and certain things that I'm not as familiar with, but then I can come in at the right time to talk about city processes, building codes, zoning, different things like that. It's a good approach, and it seems to be working really well.
I guess we'll have to start calling you two the Eco-Devo duo then.
Well, that'd be great with us.
Let me ask you, do you think that economic development incentives are necessary and important for continued development here in the city of Bryan?
I do. We both agree on that in spades.
Kevin, can you elaborate a little bit about the West Side development, the shopping retail area that will include a Walmart? And I hope you'll set the record straight for our viewers that the City of Bryan did not provide incentives to Walmart to come into the West Side of Bryan.
What Cross Fulton got in this deal was an agreement with the city to reimburse them up to $5 million on sales tax. Only on the sales tax. There is no other incentive. They have to bring in projects, retail, restaurants, whatever it is that will generate sales tax. If they bring nothing in, they get nothing. If they bring it in and they make money, we make money and they make money. Currently today, that property is generating zero in sales tax and very little in ad valorem, so we get it on both sides. Walmart is a landowner. Walmart purchased 21 acres out of that 51 acres, and they are a landowner. We've never talked to Walmart. We're talking to them now because they're trying to get a building built, but we have never talked to Walmart about any incentives. All of our communication has been with Cross Fulton Development Company, and that's who our deal is with. And they sold it. They sold 21 acres to Walmart. They have another approximately 25 or 26 acres left that will have, there's no telling what kind of retail they'll have out there. We would like to be able to bring in enough sales tax and new ad valorem so that
that'll be about $30 million worth of value out there. So that adds to our tax base.
Right.
And that's not only good for the City of Bryan, that's good for the Bryan ISD and Brazos County.
Right.
So new property taxes on the ground.
But there's one big caveat that we need to make clear. We need to make sure everyone's aware of. One of the things that we were very concerned about was cannibalism. So if the new Walmart came on the west side of town, was it going to take or was half or the majority of their customers going to leave the Briarcrest location and start shopping over there? So we made sure we put in the agreement that if this Walmart, our current Walmart, loses any sales tax dollars, then what their reimbursement is reduced by that amount, so that so we don't stand a chance to lose what we've got.
So the economic incentive that's being offered to the developer would be on totally new sales tax dollars that we would not have otherwise, and we'll be rebating a portion of that until we reach a certain time limit or an amount. So it's all new revenue, either way you look at it.
It's half of it.
Half of it. Yeah. So that sounds like a good deal for everybody.
Yep.
And we've enjoyed the opportunity to hear about some of these economic development projects that are going on, and it's really apparent that you two contribute greatly to making the City of Bryan a great place to live, work, do business, and you are so much appreciated, everything the two of you are doing. It's great to see you working together, and we're going to start calling you that Eco-Devo duo.
You know what the best part is? We're having fun, and it's really fun to make things happen like this.
So we appreciate everything you do, and we appreciate you joining us for Living the Good Life.